first, we do have some new details this afternoon on the chaos that erupted in downtown Orlando. Here's a recap of what police just told us. WESH 2's Bob Hazen is live at the police department where the chief spoke just a little bit ago. Bob.
That's right. Orlando Police Chief Orlando Rolón gave us some new video that he says shows really the ground zero of where all that panic started last night at the 4th of July celebration at Lake Eola. And I want to show you that video and kind of walk you through what we see in this video. Again, this is from surveillance cameras owned by the city at Lake Eola. And what you see in this video is as everyone's sitting there watching the fireworks going off, you see two young people come running through the crowd. The chief describes as kind of jogging through the crowd. They don't know if those two people had anything to do with what eventually happened later on, but a few seconds after you see those two people come through the screen, you also see in the back of the crowd, back behind the crowd, a flash, and then that's when everyone who is there starts running away. People crashing into each other, some of them stumbling over each other, falling over the dividing walls there at Lake Eola. And then that's when really the stampede begins of people trying to leave the area from the 4th of July celebration. Now, again, Orlando police say they can't say for sure exactly what did cause all of that. They are confident there weren't any gunshots that were actually fired. They believe it was something else that spooked everyone, whether it was someone setting off their own fireworks at the celebration or fireworks on a street nearby that sort of either reverberated or reflections off buildings that people could see and hear at Lake Eola. Possibly that is what caused them to panic and start running away. But they are trying to get tips from the public, especially people who are in the area where that video was recorded, which was at Central near Roseland at Lake Eola. Again, that Central near Roseland is where most of the people seem to have started that stampede from. So those people who are in that area is who Orlando police really want to hear from. They want to see if anyone has any more video of the moments that started right at that moment when people started running away from whatever that flash was near the back of the crowd, or anyone who saw anything that looked suspicious or saw those two people who they saw jogging through the crowd. Again, even though Orlando police are interested in who those two people who were seen running through the crowd might be, they don't have any idea if those people were actually connected to the eventual stampede. They are looking for that information, though, to get from people so they can help further this investigation and figure out whether anyone deserves to face any charges for that eventual panic and stampede. Reporting live at Orlando Police Headquarters, Bob Hazen, WESH 2 News.
Oh man, those new video images are just terrifying to see, everybody ducking and covering. Bob, thank you. City officials have moved the lost and found to the Lake Eola Parks office. This is on Eola Drive near Washington Street. If you still don't have your belongings, you can head there to retrieve them. We're also waiting to hear